Good evening, and welcome to the 40th commencement ceremony for Victor J. Andrew High School. To quote our beloved teacher, Mr. Lloyd Eichwald, good evening, Andrew Scholars. Tonight, we are here to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2018 as they conclude their journey as high school students and look forward to a future of endless potential and opportunities. At this time, I ask you to stand and welcome the Tinley Park Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 2791 for the presentation of colors. Please welcome Student Council President, Mr. Jack Zwartz, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the Victor J. Andrew Band, who will perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Thank you to Jack, Mr. Iwinski, and the Andrew Band. And thank you also to the Tinley Park VFW Post 2791 for supporting our commencement ceremony. And welcome to all of our guests tonight on what is an outstanding evening, perfect for the class of 2018. It gives me great pleasure to introduce many guests seated on stage this evening. Representing the District 230 Board of Education, our President, Mr. Richard Nogel, Vice President, Ms. Melissa Gracias, Secretary, Mrs. Susan Dalton, Board Member, Ms. Kate Murphy-Peterson, Mr. Patrick O'Sullivan, Mr. Dennis Ryan, and Mr. Tony Saratori. From our district office, Superintendent Dr. James Gay, Assistant Superintendent of Instructional Services, Dr. Kim Dreyer, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Mr. John Lavelle, and Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Julia Wheaton. And representing Andrew High School, our associate principals, Dr. Katie McMillan and Mrs. Abir Othman. And finally, representing the class of 2018, please allow me to reintroduce Student Council President, Mr. Jack Swartz. Senior Class President, Ms. Olivia Tescher. And student keynote speaker, Ms. Noelle Shalash. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our first speaker. This individual is not only our senior class president, she was involved in cross-country and track, as well as variety show and peer mediators. She plans to attend the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana in the fall to study finance. Olivia will continue to chase her dream of running in the Chicago Marathon on her way of becoming a business consultant. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Olivia Tescher.
Good evening, Dr. Gay, Principal Nolting, school board members, family, and most importantly, my fellow classmates. Today, I'm honored to represent my peers in celebrating all of our great accomplishments, and if all goes well, I'll hopefully leave you with a final thought or two. But first, let's take a selfie. Everyone please stand up and try to get in this picture. Come on guys, stand up. Do something crazy. Okay, thank you everyone. I'll tweet it out later. Now, I know that none of you saw me in any actual classes this year, so I'd like to kick this off by introducing myself. Hey, I'm Olivia Tescher. We went to high school together. Good times, good times. You've probably heard me saying hi to my friends in the hallways, but if you haven't, all you need to know is that I spent my high school career at the Tinley Library, and I ran cross country because it would be weird if anyone in my family chose not to. I'm not sure how we did it, but we managed to figure out freshman year that if we didn't sign up for table time before 8 a.m., we'd be stuck with Dean Callahan for a long 30 minutes. We got the hang of things sophomore year when we finally got our driver's license and felt really cool driving to the football games. Junior year, we were so pumped to be upperclassmen until we found ourselves working late and studying even later thanks to our ACT prep classes. But it was all worth it senior year because we were hopefully accepted into the colleges of our dreams and hopefully didn't get too bad of a case of senioritis. I think we deserve a round of applause. As I wrote this speech yesterday in Starbucks, I couldn't help but compare attending Andrew High School to winning the lottery. Yeah, I know. If we actually won the $5,000 a week for life, we'd all be in a better state of mind about our future student loans. However, rather than winning unlimited cash, we collected countless memories, friends, and skills that will last a lot longer than money, especially since we spent it all on chicken wraps anyways. We created a million memories, whether it was with our classmates, teammates, or teachers. I don't think anyone will forget the smiles after storming the field after our football team clinched a playoff spot, when the Palms team ranked 8th at nationals, when our basketball team won conference, or when our marching band earned the bronze at Worlds. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Oh yeah, and baseball players were waiting on that state champ title. I'm sure everyone has a memory or two of a teacher going above and beyond to teach you a skill that is applicable inside and outside of the classroom. We wouldn't have grown into mighty T-Bolts if it weren't for people like Mrs. Johnson or Coach Lou. T-Bowl family finish, am I right? This is also especially true because of the man himself, Mr. Eichwald, who taught us that biology is life. We've additionally made an abundance of new friends. In clubs like the variety show, we were encouraged by Mr. Max to make at least 50 new friends, or we were missing out. We had the pleasure of watching our classmates grow a countless amount of inches, besides Mike DeHaan, who has been 6'6" since the 3rd grade. We've also grown up to be pretty attractive people. I'm talking to you, Jack Condon. Our class is notorious for sometimes having bad luck, but with each other, we've learned to push through it all. With a lot of help from families, teachers, and with a little bit of luck, we've won big as we've developed into the full definition of T-Bolts. This sounds cheesy, I know, but as Wayne Gretzky and Michael Scott once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. As we will transition from T-Bolts to Redbirds, Hawkeyes, Cougars, and of course, Fighting Illini, our class will continue to succeed by taking every opportunity thrown our way. Thanks to our mentors, coffee, and Starbucks, and Spark Notes, when the school does not have it blocked, we will achieve success because of our foundation here at Andrew. In the future, we will make 1 million new memories, 1 billion new friends, and we will learn that procrastination is not always the best idea. In college or trade school, you'll find yourselves only calling home when you're laying in bed with a fever and a stomach sour, just to ask your mom, is it possible that I have norovirus again? I wish you all the very best of luck on hopefully winning the lottery again in your futures, figuratively and literally. Always remember where you came from, and to always donate all of your lottery winnings to VJA when you're rich and famous. Thanks a million for the memories. I will miss you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia, for reminding us not to drink the water. I am now honored to introduce tonight's keynote address. Our speaker was an accomplished student. She was a member of Project Diversity, Peer Mediators, and served as the Andrew Relay for Life Student Chair. She plans to continue her education at Moraine Valley and then St. Xavier University to pursue special education, where she will continue to advocate and improve the lives of students with special needs. Please welcome to the podium, Ms. Noelle Shalash.
Good evening. My name is Noelle Shalish, and it is my absolute honor to be standing here with you tonight. After 4 years here together at Andrew, there are many things that come to mind when I reflect upon our journey. We have cultivated a culture of positivity and family. Each one of us has our own memories. Each one of us has experienced high school in our own way. Just like cars that drive down the highway, we've each gone at our own speed, in different makes and models, maybe gotten pulled over by the authorities from time to time, yet we all ended up taking the same exit, exit number 2018. Andrew, we leave you tonight. We leave your teachers, all of whom came daily armed to teach and make sure we learned. We leave your administrators, all of whom were always a step ahead to ensure they were there if we fell. We in turn leave you with our legacy, a group of students, not easily forgotten. When people outside our school mention our name, they say it with a sense of awe. The pride that instills in me is immeasurable. For this exact reason, I have chosen to highlight this year's theme tonight in the form of a poem. The hours of 8 to 3 on a daily basis are now entirely ours to fill. What we choose to do and how to spend our time is up to us and our free will. We should choose to spend our time with things that challenge, strengthen, and inspire us too. As the 2018 graduating class of Andrew High School, I know that won't be difficult to do. As we embark on our next journey, we must reflect on the values we've been taught. Values like honesty, integrity, and a hard work ethic, all things that require a little bit of thought. Think about it for a second, how much Andrew has helped us grow. We have learned to love one another's differences and to be accepting of the things we don't know. Often things unknown to us can be scary, difficult, and sometimes rough, but our teachers taught us how to work through them. We persevered, and their lessons made us pretty darn tough. We cannot be afraid of the future. We don't know what kinds of people we will meet. What we do know is that here together, we dance to our own beat. We allowed each other to be creative. We accepted our friends for who they are. We picked one another up in spirit. In these 4 years, we have surely come so far. Take pride in what you've accomplished. Please know that you still have so much more to do. Tomorrow may still be uncertain, but there is so much potential in each and every one of you. While we've been here enjoying the student life, Andrew has guided us along the way with sports events, dances, and student shows. Every opportunity has prepared us for this day. In a few moments, we'll walk this stage to receive our diplomas in hand. This time in our life is not an ending. It's the beginning to a future. Let's make it grand. Thank you, Andrew, in all your glory, for guiding us through this memorable hike. For we are the T-Bolts, and we stand together. Different or alike, united we strike. Congratulations, fellow graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Noelle, for sharing your creativity and thoughtful message with us this evening. To share final thoughts for the class of 2018, I would like to invite Student Council President Jack Zwartz to the podium. Jack has led Andrew High School with energy and compassion. I am proud to share that Jack will be attending Moraine Valley to study fire science in order to pursue a career as a firefighter EMT. Additionally, Jack will chase his passion of building up the family business and the family pigs at Shangri-La Farms. Upon walking up the stage tonight, I've reflected on the fact that I'm introducing Jack Zwartz, and this is the 4th time in my 9 years that I've introduced a Zwartz to speak at graduation. It's a pretty impressive run. So it is my honor and my pleasure to introduce back to the podium our president, Mr. Jack Zwartz.
Good evening. Mr. Knowlton warned me not to go over 5 minutes, so I have to skip the greeting and get started. Throughout these 4 years here at Andrew High School, there have been many laughs and smiles, but also some tears and some drama. Once you leave these doors today, you will officially be Victor J. Andrew alumni. High school will be over. So tomorrow, you wake up, bored, sitting at home, not knowing what to do. You log into your Netflix account to watch your usual show, whether it be Stranger Things, The Walking Dead, Gossip Girl, or The Office. But today, instead you find a new original series titled VJA Class of 2018. It is 4 seasons long, each one having an extensive amount of episodes. You read the overview. 500 students start their journey in high school and power through life with all the stress, drama, and disappointment, but find loads of happiness and excitement along the way. You chill out and click play. You binge watch the first 4 seasons on the first day of summer, just like how high school flies by in the blink of an eye. Season 1, freshman year. They're all a bit confused and intimidated and roam around the halls like lost puppies. They look to the upperclassmen and dream about the day they get to sit in the front of the bleachers at the football games. Season 2, sophomore year. The students now know exactly how to maneuver around the hallways. They find it easy to pick on the little freshmen. They realize their love for chicken wraps, and the lunch ladies are getting especially annoyed that every single student is $3 in debt on their card. Season 3, junior year. The students can drive to school now and are arriving fashionably late with Dunkin' in their hand every late start Wednesday. This is a year they are not looking forward to. All they have heard is how much harder the classes get, the SAT is overwhelming, and they have to apply to colleges and decide what they want to do for the rest of their lives, or else. Season 4, senior year. Now, they usually wake up 10 minutes before 8 a.m., lucky to arrive 5 minutes late. Their first-hour teachers have lost all hope that they will walk in on time and have accepted the contagious disease of senioritis. At this point, you might think you're actually watching The Walking Dead. You now look back at seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 and notice that throughout the years, this class of 2018 has shaped the school to be better than it originally was. The series doesn't end there, though. There are many more seasons to come, but just like any show, you have to wait. Here are some future seasons to look forward to. Season 5, Finding Yourself. The students move on to bigger things, whether it's choosing a major, joining the military, or learning their place in the workforce. Everyone is trying to find their place in the world, but not one ever settles for the bare minimum. Each and every Thunderbolt find their passion and reach their full potential. Season 6, Independence. Being independent has its pros and its cons. Not living by your parents' rules is nice, but you miss all the money they used to hand over. The people who go away to school learn to live off ramen noodles in their dorm room and still try to find a way around the freshman 15. Others, though, get their first car payment. But over time, they all learn how the real world works and are excited to take on more adventures. Season 7, 100-meter hurdles. It's now about facing challenges and going through all the ups and downs in life. When the plan doesn't go their way, they find solutions around the problems. They get hurt and see their battle scars, but always overcoming obstacles and finding the adrenaline to push and win the gold. Season 8, finding your purpose. As they each pave their own pathways through life, many arrive at similar destinations. They learn to give back to the world and realize how they all are more alike than different, each one finding their way to make an impact. But the rest of the series is a blank script. You are the director of this Netflix original series. Go write your future. Be courageous in your choices. Make mistakes. Enjoy each and every episode of your life. Be present with those around you. And never be afraid to go off the beaten path, because success lies at the end of any path. Congratulations, class of 2018. We've all made our impact on the school. Now let's go make our impact on the world. Just like any TV show, there are ups and downs, successes and failures, but notice how almost they all end in a happy ending. I hope you find your purpose and enjoy creating each unique episode of your own. And never forget, it is always a great day to be a T-Bolt.
Thank you, Jack. At this time, I ask the senior choir members to please proceed to the risers for tonight's performance. You Will Be Found, our musical selection written by Mr. Benj Pasek and Justin Paul and arranged by Mr. Mark Huff, was selected by the class of 2018 choir. This song celebrates the future of the class of 2018. The focus of the piece is that even when you feel the world is overwhelming, difficult, or that you have lost your footing, never forget that the lessons learned from and with those sitting next to you here tonight, as well as your parents, grandparents, counselors, teachers, and advisors, will carry you through. In dedicating this song to our graduates, we hope that this class will have the strength and courage to believe in their own ability and to persist towards their goals in life. And now for the final time for our senior choir members, joined by the rest of the Victor J. Andrew Chorale, You Will Be Found.
Ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you thought no one would hear?
Let that lonely feeling wash away. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. And when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found.
Thank you, choir members, and thank you for sharing your talents with us tonight. During his tenure as superintendent, Dr. James Gay's leadership has provided energy, focus, and direction for our district. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the superintendent of Consolidated High School District 230, Dr. James Gay.
Thank you, and good evening. It's truly great to be here to celebrate with the Andrew High School class of 2018. Congratulations, T-Bolts. As superintendent, I have the distinct pleasure of working with our students, our staff, parents, and community in preparing you not only for this occasion, but more importantly, for what comes next. As soon-to-be alumni of Andrew High School, there is a whole world of possibilities ahead of you. Tonight's graduation is special as we celebrate here, where you have created lasting memories. We celebrate the class of 2018 who have many, many notable achievements, including outstanding academic accomplishments. Andrew was just recently named among the top 5% of high schools in Illinois and the top 10% in the country by U.S. News and World Report. This class set a school record with 8 National Merit Commended students, having 56 Illinois State Scholars, and setting another school record with 555 of you taking over 1,000 advanced placement exams. And collectively, and this is pretty cool, collectively, the class of 2018 has earned more than $3.4 million in scholarships. They've also excelled in athletics. For the first time in school history, the football team qualified for playoffs, and basketball and baseball won conference. The dance team took 5th place finish at the state and was selected to perform at the NFHA opening ceremonies. 31 athletes have signed letters of intent. Robbie Persine is the 3-time state medalist, including a 2nd place finish in wrestling. John Zagul won the NFHS Student Broadcast of the Year National Award. And this is the Special Olympics team earned 2 basketball team state championships and 10 individual medals. In the arts and activities, you outdid yourselves in performance, including the Wind Symphony qualifying for Superstate for the 3rd time in 4 years. Winter, you can clap all you want, this is great. Winter Percussion took 3rd place in the World Championships. The chess team ranked as a top team in 5A state, and you took home 3 Skills US State Championships with Michelle Pela in Photoshop design, Jacqueline Burry in job skills, and Paige Radikowski in fashion design. But perhaps the most impressive accomplishment of the class of 2018 is their generosity that they have shown over the years. This senior class completed 31,500 hours of community service during their 4 years at Andrew High School. 31,000 hours. 29 of you earned the Cook County Sheriff's Award for Community Service. 120 of you volunteered 100 hours or more of service to community. That's 24% of the class. And additionally, a large percent of this class of 2018 participated in the district's annual Relay for Life event, resulting in proceeds exceeding $143,000 to benefit the American Cancer Society. All total, District 230 students has raised over $6.5 million over the past 21 years to support cancer research. Your compassion for others and generosity is to be applauded, and I hope you will continue to help others in the future. For those going on to college and entering the work world, I hope you will continue to give back as members of your community. For those who have chosen to join the military, I salute your noble commitment and thank you for your service to our country. And as you look towards your future, I'm sure there is mixed emotions. There is excitement as you conclude your high school years and reflect on the memories you've made here. There is uncertainty as you take on the next step, not knowing exactly what is to come, and there is hope. Yes, there is hope as you take on new challenges and create your success. Now, I may not be able to predict exactly what the future holds for each of you, but I can assure you that your education as an Andrews student has provided the foundation you need to define your own success. And I was reminded of that, of how wide open the possibilities are for graduates during a celebration of alumni a few weeks ago. Each year, the District 230 Foundation inducts distinguished alumni to what they call Legacy Hall. These alumni, individuals who walk the same halls as you, sat in the same seats as you, have gone on to successful careers and lives. They're artists and scientists, humanitarians, athletes, elected officials, teachers, electricians, journalists, CEOs, singers, military personnel, coaches, lawyers, doctors, and much, much more. They are making a difference locally, throughout our country, and around the globe. The alumni honor traveled to the ceremony from as close as Tinley Park and as far away as from Ohio, North Carolina, and Nicaragua. Wherever they landed in the world, each began with the same foundation as you, an education, here in District 230. These alum shared great advice as they reflected on their high school days and the paths that they have taken after crossing this stage. I'd like to pass a few of those words of wisdom on to you. First, seek your vocation. Whether you have a concrete plan or you're deciding on what your life work will be, seek a passion that will be your vocation. Look for not just a job, but what is truly a calling. Pursue a life that fulfills you. Search for a vocation that means enough to you, that is worth the sacrifices, dedication, and hard work it will take to be successful in your chosen field. Second, explore a passion outside of your chosen field. In college and in life, expand your horizons. Take classes other than your subject area you enjoy. Find interests or hobbies in your community. Be intellectually curious. Do things you want to do. And when you find something you are passionate about outside of your field, you will be a more fulfilled person. Third, remember why you are there. You don't win a race in the first 100 yards, but you can lose it. If pursuing further education, take your first semester very seriously. If entering the work world, take the first months of your job seriously. There will be many potential distractions. Find your focus and don't forget why you are there. And finally, and most importantly, be kind. Navigating the world can be a challenge for each of us. Negativity bombards us on social media and the news and in everyday interactions. A simple act of kindness can make the day better for others and for yourselves. Treat others with empathy and respect, and the world will be a brighter place because of you. My hope is that you will take these words of advice and all the lessons you learned here at Andrew with you. And I firmly believe that you are ready for whatever you choose to do upon graduation. Your family, friends, school staff, and community have invested in your future through the education you received here at Andrew High School. Be sure to thank them for their love and their support and the commitment they've made to your success. You have put in the hard work and learned incredible lessons along the way. You've found great success. You've learned from your mistakes. You are prepared to walk across the stage and into a future of possibilities. So whatever path you choose, I know you will make us proud as Andrew High School graduates. Congratulations, T-Bolts.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Gay. At this time, would the marshals please prepare the graduates to receive their diplomas? Oh, it's not. I thought it was in. It's not in yours. Oh.
And now the moment you've been waiting for. It is time for me to confer to the Board of Education that these seniors have successfully met the Consolidated High School District of 230 requirements for graduation. They have complied with the regulations and laws required by the state of Illinois. At this time, I present the members of the Andrew High School class of 2018 to be awarded their diplomas.
Olivia C. Tesher.
Jack Anthony Zwartz.
Angela America Marquez.
Noel Shalish.
Omar Z. Abdallah.
Riley K. Mansky.
Auni Hamni Abdelkader.
Ahmed Jacob Albarai.
Ria Abraham.
Sabrina R. Abdallah.
Mira Abuzer.
Amir Nasser Abdrabo.
Andres Aguilar.
Asala T. Abusad.
Megan Kristen Alberts.
David E. Ackman.
Jenna I. Ali.
Malak Ahmad.
Farah El Nimer.
Gina Zaki Akawi.
Mahmoud Kader El Shwabi.
Amin Haitham Alabadi.
Yasmin K. Atia.
Nicholas Allison.
Ryan E. Algal.
Celine Nicholas Alonzo.
Kayla L. Ovalio.
Kevin David Arndt.
Ara A. Aish.
Laith A. Askar.
Philip John Baggio.
Christopher M. Audette.
Eric M. Ballard.
Brandon Avila.
Christian A. Banlui.
William Vincent Avolio.
Daniel Paul Barlis.
Jacob Bays.
Danielle Berry.
Yasmin Baker.
Benjamin David Bednarsik.
Megan Elizabeth Ballou.
Aiden Pureg Bennett.
Elijah H. Barber.
Austin Michael Billmeyer.
Jordan B. Barrett.
Emily E. Birmingham.
Jason Bath.
Erica R. Bitterlin.
Victoria L. Bellotti.
Jack M. Blitzstein.
Gianna M. Bertucci.
Samantha Boxdaller.
Deja Bingham Bartlett.
Joshua D. Borak.
Kelly Lynn Bissell.
Ioannis Buza.
Jeremy Edward Block.
Matthew J. Brescia.
Reese N. Bonac.
Elizabeth Ann Brown.
Efmorphia Fotini Butos.
Devin S. Bullman.
Leon J. Breitbarth.
Kelsey K. Burke.
Kevin J. Brogan.
Kevin Matthew Bushnell.
Abby B. Bringaman.
Justice R. Batala.
Henry T. Bajanowski.
Xavier Campos.
Nolan J. Bullman.
Juan Pablo Carvala.
Jacqueline Rose Burry.
Michael Anthony Carey.
Kaylee A. Bussey.
Jennifer Castillo.
Sean C. Callahan.
Oscar J. Saya Jr.
Nathan J. Cappy.
Gavin T. Clark.
Claire Elise Carey.
Alyssa Maria Yolanda Concha.
Luis H. Carrillo.
Samantha J. Casadente.
Samuel L. Ceballos.
Alex J. Craig.
Angelin Chan.
Jaden Hill Counther.
Tyler A. Coleman.
Hadi Hassam Dabor.
John R. Condon.
Noor M. Defala.
Alyssa Yasmin Corona.
Alexander Benito DeAndre,
Nathaniel Richard Krakow,
Nadine Dowd,
Annabelle Creighton,
Michael D. Dahan,
Jacqueline E. Cunningham,
Maria De La Rosa,
Nicole R. Domhazel,
Alessandro M. DeSantis,
Ibrahim Khalil Daoud,
Supreet Kaur Dahalwa,
Brianna J. DeSico,
Emily Rose Dolan,
Kara C. De La Luz,
Samantha Dovkin,
Vincent Jude DeRookie,
Alexander D. Drasba,
Jacob Thomas Devereaux,
Jessica R. Dew,
Jerem A. Dial,
Lillian V. Early,
Haley Donnelly,
Madeline Claire Arendt,
Brent Nicholas Dory,
Amadio C. Finley,
Samuel M. Dovgan,
Joseph Daniel Fitzgerald,
Stephanie Michelle Dreyer,
Daniel John Flores,
Joshua Allen Dyke,
Mia Frances Folliard,
Justin D. Eng,
Catalina B. Fountain,
Connor Joseph Fabing,
Sydney Marie Fugit,
Merrick Fendura,
Amber Renee Furman,
Julia Marie Fitzpatrick,
Robert E. Gaffney,
William A. Flowers,
Jacob Benjamin Gomez,
Sheridan Rose Ford,
Mason G. Garcia,
Carson K. Foys,
Ty Jacob Gunabin,
Stephen J. Fugger,
Nicholas Garcia,
John J. Gagako,
Adele Sanders Gadig,
Marco I. Gagny,
Sergio Rodrigo Gonzalez,
Sierra Jade Ganabin,
Connor J. Gantunis,
Angelica P. Garcia,
Cole Michael Griffin,
Marissa E. Garcia,
Eric Daniel Guzman,
Kylie B. Gahn,
Jenna Hamad,
Daniel James Gearhan,
Leanne Hamden,
Timothy J. Gonzalez,
Rosaline A. Hamad,
Mary Kate Green,
Brett J. Hanna,
Denise Juliette Guzman,
Michael G. Hansel,
Dima A. Hamad,
Amir S. Hassan,
Mohammed A. Hamad,
Daniel Abraham Hopman,
Abigail E. Hamilton,
Thomas Ryan Hayes,
Megan M. Hahn,
Thomas P. Hecker,
Kahal M. Hannon,
Grace Helen Herr,
Andrew J. Hart,
Amanda Holzel,
Yasan M. Hassan,
Christopher G. Houchins,
Jihad N. Hassama,
William Bailey Hewlett,
Caitlin N. Harold,
Hayat Ahmoud,
Zachary J. Hersberger,
Hamza A. Isa,
Caitlin Marie Holetsky,
Bilal Jaber,
Bailey N. Hornick,
Abel M. Jacobson,
Justin D. Havorka,
Jinsa Mary Jace,
Matthew J. Holtman,
James Janata,
Victoria E. Ignatovich,
Victoria E. Iwima,
Lena I. Ismail,
Anthony J. Jendrasik,
Samira Tofik Isa,
Kayla Monet Johnson,
Ahmad Adel Jabber,
Casey Lynn Johnston,
Christine Maria Jacob,
Tehran Latrell Jones,
Ann M. Jacobson,
Mohammed I. Judah,
Jaron W. Janik,
Tarek Ahmad Kasim,
Jacob Jaworski,
Austin M. Keats,
Elliot M. Johannes,
Louis Michael Kerfman,
Anthony W. Jones,
Verena Imad Khalil,
Rochelle Ann Jose,
Jacob Kayuka,
Rula A. Judah,
Caitlin Grace Lambrecht,
Christina B. Karstensen,
Lauren Marie Khalili,
Hanan M. Kassam,
Ethan Michael Koshi,
Julia Rose Kenny,
Anne Mary R. Kozlowski,
Michael J. Kiley,
Zachary Adam Krugman,
Susanna Kim,
Aaron A. Krygowski Jr.,
Joseph D. Knight,
Patrick J. Cutts,
Claire Kanaki,
J. Elliott Laporte,
Savannah A. Kruger,
Alyssa Marie Larkin,
Paul Joseph Krupa,
Jeremiah Stefan Laws,
Agatha Margaret Quack,
Emma Rose Leonard,
Kayla Christine Langowski,
Alec T. Lepsinski,
Joseph A. Laricia,
Sydney M. Mantia,
Luke T. Laraca,
Candace Therese Lieberman,
Tuan Kiet P. Lee,
Montana Marie Lloyd,
Gianna E. Lemus,
Caitlin Colleen Lanero,
Jonathan M. Lewis,
Simon Lysek,
Samuel M. Linsk,
Brandon Michael McTrinder,
Emma Rose Locanti,
Abigail Rose Majewski,
Abigail Lorick,
William P. Malik,
Alyssa M. McTrinder,
Kyle R. Manzi,
Josie Marie Magnabosco,
Noah B. Marshall,
Ayad Bassam Makloof,
Paige M. Mateic,
Caridad M. Mangano,
Hannah E. Mayo,
John Filson R. Manzano,
Matthew David Merite,
Sydney Ella Marion,
Robert Kenneth McBrien,
Jake Michael Marin,
Peyton Tyler McGee,
Jacob C. Martin,
Brianna Ashley McGrath,
Lana M. Manzoni,
Kendall Kivan McKinney,
Thomas Patrick McGarry,
Jaden V. Myers,
Michael K. McGrail,
Hannah Jordan Michaelzak,
Brendan Paul McPartland,
Megan A. Milazzo,
Zachary J. Mysek,
Mark T. Molesky,
Michael Thomas Milani,
Rebecca A. Minnick,
Mia Nicole Malazzo,
Shaima Muhammad,
Matthew D. Miller,
Doree Mola,
Lauren Julia Mitchell,
Luke A. Moreno,
Jeannie M. Molinar,
Marie Anna Moscata,
Jasmine Montoya,
Isa Muhammad,
David Moreno,
Dakota H. Mullenix,
Allison M. Morsavillo,
Troy T. Murphy,
Sarah Mubarak,
Marina Morkos,
Tasneem A. Muhammad,
Alexis Page Myron,
Shane P. Murabito,
Tamara Nazardarine,
Malak A. Musla,
Ethan Thomas Nicholson,
Donovan Nanfelt,
Ronya I. Nofal,
Colin Nevin,
Matthew G. Novak,
Kelly M. Noel,
Austin J. O'Connor,
George G. Novak,
Kaylee Joy O'Connor,
Taylor O'Brien,
Megan E. O'Donnell,
Daniel Patrick O'Connor,
Catrice LaShawn Ogburn,
Wefke A. Oda,
Zaina G. Amran,
Nora G. O'Donnell,
Mary Esther Owens,
Dunya W. Omari,
Catherine E. Packer,
Stephanie G. Oropeza,
Michelle Pala,
Haley Nicole Oswald,
Emily Pauline Palliter,
William C. Owens,
Jacob Bradley Paletti,
Elizabeth Alicia Paez,
Hinel Vinay Patel,
Samuel Anthony Palumbo,
Michael Paz,
Henry G. Pacetto,
Mario M. Perez Noriega,
Todvidas Polius,
Massimiliano Petrazes II,
Gianni Mario Franco Pellini,
Danielle Olivia Pearson,
Thomas David Picars,
Jacob M. Plastiak,
Amari Martel Pointer,
Noah Thomas Polagon,
Taylor A. Popovich,
Elizabeth Ponce,
Fernando Prado,
Diego Antonio Prado,
Colin Robert Prochnow,
Robert C. Preson,
Eric David Rates,
Frank R. Chekvas,
Mohan D. Raval,
Mohammed Mustafa Rafati,
Rebecca M. Ruggiero,
Justin P. Rahman,
Donald James Regas Jr.,
Jacob M. Ray,
Michael P. Rennick Malik,
Jacob D. Rengi,
Jessica Bernadette Rosselli,
Cassidy L. Risherm,
Melissa Richmond,
Julia A. Ricker,
Paige E. Rivera,
Kyle J. Roberts,
Joseph A. Robson,
Matthew J. Rodriguez,
Quincy J. Rogers II,
Jesse L. Rogie,
Ryan T. Rolder,
Pete A. Schultz,
Rafael Rosales,
Jose E. Romo Jr.,
Miranda Angel Rushing,
Rochelle Janine Rula,
Joseph M. Seda,
Ian D. Russell,
Mia Salah,
Siham B. Saba,
Ian S. Sanchez,
Yosef H. Samara,
Stuart A. Reddig,
Thomas J. Shilen,
Jack R. Schiller,
Paige Catherine Sierra,
Tiffany Elizabeth Schultz,
Annette Michelle Sislowitz,
Matthew A. Shortno,
Enes Omar Shaheda,
Sarah Olivia Sitaro,
Mary Kathleen Spencer Sherman,
Hala J. Shaban,
Kieran J. Short,
Abdul Karim Mohammed Shalabi,
Omar A. Shuker,
Jafari Amir Jahan Shemwell,
Daniel Patrick Signor,
Kaylin A. Short,
Amaya Chanel Sims,
Wassam S. Schwabi,
Claire R. Snyder,
Zachary J. Sidlecki,
Kayla L. Steffel,
Kyle A. Selva,
Jason A. Stevens,
Amari Janae Sims,
Sarah S. Suhail,
Nicholas K. Snedden,
Brian P. Sullivan,
Madeline J. Snyder,
Nor Taruni,
Jacob Matthew Stanley,
Micah Megan Taylor,
Corinne Marie Steinke,
Haley Marie Thielman,
Alexandra G. Strybakis,
McKenna O. Ty,
Sarah Suleiman,
Isaiah Tolbert,
Justin John Swice,
Kaylee Tompkins,
Adam Gerald Schubert,
Nicholas E. Torres,
Troy S. Taller,
Christian M. Urosevec,
Ziad S. Taruna,
Alec J. Vicchio,
Samantha Rose Termundi.
Anna M. Vogler.
Anastasia Lee Thalin.
Allison Rose Vonderheide.
Ianla Monique Thigpen.
Patrick Thomas Waldron.
Fawaz S. Termizi.
Brian Christopher Weber.
Ashley M. Tomic.
Sonia A. Rona.
Joshua P. Tongzi.
Lindsay Weiss Dunn.
Alejandro Javier Churillo.
Ethan Patrick Wessner.
Emily Vasquez.
Andrew Harrison White.
Jonathan Barbosa Visperis.
Austin Wilkie.
Gabrielle Voltalina.
Joshua N. Wilner.
Joseph Liam Waldron.
Evan Michael Yerkes.
Madison Page Wall.
Colin M. Young.
Mackenzie E. Welsh.
Ian David Yu. John-
Delilah Ruth Witash.
John A. Zagul.
Trayvon Jacoby Williams.
Vera H. Zakari.
Michael A. Wilner.
Nor Patricia Zurarte.
Caitlin R. Woji.
Yanni T. Zantifis.
Malak F. Yassin.
Colin Gerard Zimmerman.
Brianna N. Young.
Otto Henry Zimmerman.
Scott J. Youngbrandt. Joseph A. Yukis. Haley L. Zajac. Crystal Zambrano. Nina M. Zavala. Drew Allen Gossage. Noah J. Perry. Timothy Connor Craftsison.
Please join me in congratulating our class of 2018. So before we end here tonight, please indulge me to share one final thought that I have as I served proudly and humbly as your principal for the past 4 years. If I could begin by asking the students in our Andrew 40 class to please stand for a moment. As you know, this was our 40th year as Andrew High School, and these students standing before you, I'd like to publicly recognize and thank for taking a chance on a class that ultimately created an important chapter in our history, and that is an anthology of the 40 years of Andrew High School. So please, the Andrew 40 class, please thank them for what they've done and accomplished this year. Thank you. Each and every year that I have the opportunity to watch a class of 2,000 walk across the stage, I think of a chapter in Andrew's history that these individuals are sharing and concluding tonight. The word that comes to mind with this class is resilience. You know, I've had the opportunity to watch them over the past 4 years, and I've been impressed with their ability to meet challenges, to succeed, to do so with a smile, to do so with a sense of togetherness and purpose, something I think that a lot of us could learn from, and a lot of us have learned from over the past 4 years. You know, it's an interesting year when you get to start your year working with the Cook County Hazmat Unit and end it working with the Cook County Department of Public Health. It's definitely a chapter in my book once I retire. But I have to say that I have never been impressed more so with a group of individuals as I have with this class. I got to tell you, there was a few times, many times, more times than I'd like to admit, where people walked up, never these guys, but other adults walked up to me and said, you know what, you got to be waiting for this year to end. And I got to tell you, I don't. I never wanted it to end because something happens at the end of every school year, and that is you guys leave. And frankly, it doesn't make me feel good. But I know it's inevitable. I know it happens every year. And I know it's tonight that you are leaving Andrew High School for the very last time. I'd wish you all luck, but you don't need luck. You're a T-Bolt. You got this. And I'm very proud of you. Never forget how special you are to us, and that you will always, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you will always be part of the VJA family. At this time, I now ask Jack, Olivia, and Noel to please come to the podium and lead all of our graduates in the final and timeless tradition. So T-Bolts, please rise. And follow the lead of those on stage as they move their tassels from the right to the left, symbolizing the transition from student to alumni of Victor J. Andrew High School. Go ahead. Hold on to your tassels. All right, we got a lot of T-Bolts valuing the value of the hat is real, but I applaud you, and it is my absolute pleasure to say to you, to the class of 2018, my best in your bright future, and you are now officially dismissed. Congratulations.